day. We are the SAP I'm Possible team from South Africa. We would like to do our project presentation for you. Statistics in South Africa show a dropout rate of 52% of learners starting year 1 and finishing year 12.
Most of these children come from underprivileged communities and have almost no exposure to educational equipment.
We researched this problem in depth. We talked to 7 specialists who perform school readiness tests on children.
These children seldom reach their full potential. This impacts their self-esteem tremendously. These learners often leave school at an early stage.
Do you think exposure to educational equipment will better prepare them for school?
We went to Pure Hope Kids Preschool. There we spoke to an occupational therapist, Mrs. Rihanna Anderson. Mrs. Anderson, what are the skills required to be considered school ready?
For children to be school prepared, they have to achieve a certain level in the following aspects: fine motor skills, perceptual ability, social development, language skills, numeracy, kinesthetic abilities, and task orientation.
We completed 80 questionnaires of learners between the ages of 5 to 7 attending Pure Hope Kids Preschool who stay in the informal settlement. To our astonishment, these learners were mostly able to perform the tasks. They understood English well.
We then performed the same tests on children who live in the informal settlement but don't attend any school and are being looked after by a caretaker during the day.
Many of the kids couldn't understand English, so we had to make use of an interpreter. Only the kids who attended school was able to do the task because they play with educational equipment.
Here are the analysis showing the difference between children exposed to educational equipment and children that doesn't have access to it. This led to an innovative solution that will make the impossible possible for many. Our possibility table, the future of school readiness unleashed.
We constructed each aspect of this table after consulting with a few grade 1 teachers. It is constructed in such a way that 4 children can simultaneously work on the table. It consists out of a fixed frame with the alphabet and picture association on the outside. On the 4 corners, we have 4 buckets containing pencils, chalk, as well as scissors. And on the 4 sides, we have bags containing blackboards, as well as paper containing instructions to some of the interchangeable inserts.
The 7 interchangeable inserts are the shapes insert, the numerical insert, the storyline, the fine motor activity insert, the association puzzles, and the blackboard. We also have the Dress Myself book.
Our aim is to take a possibility table communities where children are looked after by a caretaker like Grandma Rika, who has no access to educational equipment. We would like to teach caretakers how to use a possibility table in order to better school readiness skills. We also wrote a manual explaining which outcomes are being assessed and practiced.
I am the gogo that takes care of the children while their parents are away at work during the day, and I have no educational toys to give them. Since I had the possibility table with me at my house, the children's school readiness skills improved dramatically.
We shared our innovation with communities where we tested our possibility table. After leaving our table at Grandma Rika's for 3 weeks, there was already a great improvement. In order to make more of these tables, we had to raise our own funds. We are regulars working at McDonald's to raise these funds. We sent our prototype to the Department of Education for evaluation. We are also in the process of approaching companies to sponsor these tables as part of their social outreach program, like the Nelson Mandela's Children's Fund. And we're in the process of registering our patent.
We did a thorough cost analysis of the table. R1,099.74. For this small amount, we can make our great leader, Mr. Nelson Mandela's dream come true. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. One time working at McDonald's equaled 1,720 Rand. We've worked there 3 times already.
Thank you for making these children's dreams become possible.
We will now demonstrate the 7 activity inserts.
The outcomes of the Dress Myself book is fine motor activity skills and association with body parts. In the book, we have clips, studs, buttons, shoelaces and Velcro, zips and belt buckles that you have to do and undo.
This is a fine motor skills activity insert board. First, child must read the command that says thread the green wool through the black loop, such as this, and then you must complete the pattern of the elastic bands. and this access midline crossing where you have to put the peg on the other side. It also access color recognition and auditive perception.
This is our shapes activity insert. This helps with visual perception, color recognition and shape recognition. You can tell the child to pack it from big to small or from small to big, and we give this cards, and you must tell the child to repack this pattern with the correct shape and the correct color.
This is our numerical insert. The basic outcomes of the numerical insert is numeracy, visual perception and auditive perception. All the child has to do is to spin the wheel, and the number it lands on the child has to identify, and the caretaker will give them a command to build the amount of blocks as the number and the specific color.
This is our picture association puzzle, where the caretaker can remove pieces from the animals and then tell the child to rebuild the animal. This helps with vocabulary, auditive perception, visual perception, and it helps to teach the child how to identify the animals.
This is our blackboard insert. It helps with creativity, auditive commands, visual perception, shapes perception, and also alphabetical skills. The caretaker will give a command, and the child will have to redraw or rewrite the sentence that the caretaker has given them.
This is the storyline activity insert. This helps with the child's creativity, audio perception, visual perception, and also storytelling. The caretaker can give the child an auditive command or tell a story, such as, one day a fireman wakes up, dresses, goes to work and puts out a fire. Then the child has to take a felt man, dress him and illustrate as he puts out the fire.
This is our project research book, and this is our project research abstract.